Hey guys, how's it going? How's it going? You'll need to forgive me. I do look a little bit wet. I literally just got out of the shower. My apologies. My apologies. It'll dry. It's okay. It's like 29 degrees Celsius outside, I think, today. It's fine. It's fine. How's it going? How's it going? I'm surprised there's not another live that we need to cover today. Hey, Emmy, Dean, Lottie, Joyful, La, good to see everyone. Emmy, lovely to see you all this afternoon. I have had lunch, so I did some squats, I did some sit-ups, I had some lunch, I had a shower. Agoda, hello, good morning, or good afternoon down under. British, lovely to see you. You did all the sleeping? Nice. I'm going to sleep really well tonight, I can tell you that. Good morning, Apoca, hello, how are you? Gwen, lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. We're playing a new game today. Get excited. I'm excited. I'm very excited. We have a new game. The game is called The Life and Suffering of Sir Brante. I really like these types of games that are narrative, story-driven, kind of choose your own adventure. This one's done in much more of like a reading format. There are obviously illustrations, but you know, I like to talk, so why not like read a thing that's on the screen? That's going to be a good time. Emmy says, I had an internet date with my partner and missed the Chantal live. Ah, yeah, the Chantal live was long. It was long and definitely like problematic in parts, and there are lots of thoughts that go into it. It goes from like a jolly fun time romp talking about gourmet burgers to like medicating on a live. So like there's a lot. It's just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Did my headphones just say battery low? I think my headphones did. I can't win. I can't win. If it's not these guys, it's the other guys. I think it'll be fine for now. Anyway, let me see if my audio is good. I'm just on the title screen and I really enjoy the sound so far. I don't know how loud or soft it should be. I think that's good compared to my voice. My voice is this loud. Yeah, that's good. That's good, it's good. YouTube woke you up with the notification to go to. Okay. We can put the stream away. We can keep that stream there-ish. Yeah. Cool. We'll make sure we change to the gameplay thing. There we go. Click this one, and here we go. Here we go. Gotta find my center. My center's here. Anyway, this is what the game will look like. This is cool. I wonder if I could mess with... Hold on. It won't play while I click off, but I'm just interested to see if I can do something. Please hold. Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line. Filters? Visual filter. Ha, I can. Oh, no. I've got to find the right... Ah, this is scary. You can't see this in real time, but I swear it's fun. Done. Alpha mask. Path color. Done. Okay, great. How's that? Is that working? I think that's working. That's pretty close. I've gotten pretty close there. I'm gonna have to remember how to turn that back off. Oh, you saw all of that. Oops. This is fun. Yay. This is good. Okay. We've got a new game. Let's go. Enter your character's name. It's Sir Pulpy. Can't spell. Pulpy Brante, of course. Choose your name carefully. Other characters will address you exactly like this. Sir Pulpy Brante. I can't think of a pun I can use on Brante. Sir Unbrand. Sir Rebrand. Sir I like Pulpy Brant, though. Game mode. Chapter restarts. Be able to rewind to the beginning of any chapter you have completed and continue from that point. So this game, again, is a choose-your-own-adventure game. This chapter restart is like when I was a kid and would just put my finger in between, like, page notes to see how far back or forward I could go. So, that's good. LRPD, lovely to see you. Raisin. Am I being called a raisin? Heck yeah, Dean. Consequences. Open. See the consequences of your possible choices in advance. No, hidden consequences. This is just like Sherlock, where I think I'm 100% right, and then it turns out I'm 100% wrong. Hidden consequences. Let's just do it. Let's just disable the chapter restarts. Let's just throw caution to the wind. Here we go. You hold the fate of a single man in your hands. You will follow his life from birth to death. Your choices shall define who Sir Brant will grow up to be. You will decide his personality, social status, and what marks he will leave on history. With every step he takes at your behest, Sir Brant's character will change and evolve. Your decision will close some doors for him, but open many others. Also, I will be heavily reliant on chat's opinions and direction in this, because, like, that's part of the fun. Oh no, I missed that part. Damn it, I double-clicked. Every victory will be a struggle, a path paved with bitter losses and gut-wrenching failures. Accept the tragedy. This is how you will create a gripping and unique tale for your hero. What will become of your Sir Brant, his loved ones, and his world? It all depends on you. That's me. Hopefully Sepia...
The story of my life remains written on these pages.
Uh-huh.
But my fate has always been my own. Every deed, every choice, every person I met made me what I am. Could I have taken a different path? Could I have found a different calling?
Who knows?
Altered the very course of history?
Probably.
And what price would I have to pay?
This is doomed, Echo. Life and suffering of Sir Brant. In times of the fall of the blessed Archnean Empire. Okay. Work. Oh, this color scheme slaps. It's so good. Okay, chapter 1. Chapter 1. At the end of time, your fingers, I'm assuming that means Brant's fingers, your fingers stained with ink, your breathing grows ragged, your hands are shaking, yet the world begins appearing on the page before you one by one. Words, not world. Come on, Zach. Clinging together to form a chronicle of your own life. Who are you and how did you reach this end? Next. Born, raised, and lived your entire life in the blessed or blessed? Blessed Archnean Empire. In this land, a man's destiny is predetermined at the moment of his birth, whether human or Archnean, nobleman, priest, or lowborn commoner, all bend to the divine will of the twin gods. And each life is naught but a single cog in the universe's immeasurable machine. Memories come flooding back. They engulf you as a merciless wave, binding together days that are thrice dead and gone. The dreams of your childhood, your adolescence, your youth spent in the capital, years of peace, teeming with life, and a war drenched in blood, high ranks and lowly deeds, opulence, palaces, secretive city backstreets, fields of battle, and faces, so many faces of the people you held dear, the people who walked this road by your side. Such was your life, now all exposed by ink erupting onto the page. With your every step, you sought to change the world as you saw fit. The choices of your upbringing, the path you carved in your youth, the fruits of your struggle, the consequences of your sacrifice, all of it led you here to the end of your time, and every choice had a price. Now, years and years later, the crossroads of your life echo in your memory, the pain and joy inextricably intermingled. This is good exercise. Could you have taken a different path, chosen a different calling, found a different place in the world? You had the power to alter the very course of history. We know, we saw the video. We saw it. The character's voice in this is great. Mine is going to get a workover. Now on the verge of death, you struggle with doubt, seeking answers to the last and most crucial question of all. Your life of all the paths in mind. Your life, ... Of all the paths in life, why did you walk this one? Did you choose your own fate, or was your life shaped by forces beyond your control? What determines a man's destiny? Oh, now we've got answers. Chat, we're on. we, the collective we are on. What determines a man's destiny? The man himself, or the world around him? So, nurture versus nature. A higher power, or there is no destiny. I mean, I think there is no destiny. Destiny does not exist. Human life is an exercise in chance. It is not governed by any laws. I mean, I do like that. Thanks, La. Thank you, I appreciate it. I think that there is no destiny. That's what I think. Oh. At the end of time, you stand tall and stare death in the face unflinching. There was no higher power guiding your life. It was just a wild jig, a chaotic tangle of innumerable human wills, actions, and accidents. The only thing that could ever turn this chaos into an orderly narrative is the eternal human drive for storytelling. If storytelling's good, I like storytelling. At the end of time, your life has no greater meaning. You were neither cursed by fate nor guided by providence, and this is what made you truly free. But are you right about this? Is it all true? To learn the truth, you will have to return to the very beginning, remembering every step you took along the way. On these pages, the story of a man named Pulpy Brante will live once more. Well, that was quick. We did that. I think that's a speed run category. Chapter 1. Childhood. That was fast. It was very fast. Childhood, where life begins. First words, first unsteady steps. You are but a child learning about the world in which you were born. To you, everything is so new, so baffling, so unforgiving. A long, trying life stretches before you. So many feats and faults, so many fateful choices to come. There's some good alliteration in this writing so far. Yet you are already sowing the seeds of your future self. You are learning to live and survive in the world, looking for a place within it to call your own, choosing your future destiny. Who will you grow up to be? Let's find out. In chapters Childhood, Adolescence, and Youth, you will live through your hero's coming of age. You will shape the protagonist's personality, his qualities, and relationships. By the end of the prologue, you will determine the estate and future occupation of your hero. Only in adulthood or will he start to influence the world around him and even the ultimate fate of the Empire. Who will Pulpy Brante grow up to be? It is your call. It's our call. Collective call. Alright. Cool, so there's going to be a fencing lesson. Suffering a death of rebirth. There'll be some insight. There'll be something about an oath. Let's go. I prefer blindness here in this instance. Personality. Your personal qualities at this age, they determine which choices you may take. I can't increase my determination. This is just stats. Big for stats. This is a character sheet. Got it. Understood. I don't have negative willpower, so that's good. I am untouched by death so far. Very good. Alright. Ooh, we've got all these screens available. Screens to do things. Oh, I see. Muchos. Many character qualities. The House of Brante. We've not got great honor. Wealth is medium. Unity's nice. Stefan Brante. Robert Brante's son from his first marriage and noble birth. From a young age, he has been striving to be the first in all things. I'm assuming Stefan is my brother. A fair or something. Hey, here we go. Stefan is my brother. My brother from my father's first wife. Lydia is my mother. And Gloria is my sister. What a banging song, by the way, Gloria. Banging song. Slaps. Anyway, yes, very good. Begin the chapter. Oh, birth. At first, there was nothing. I feel like I need to play with narration voices. No time, no sensation, nothing but darkness and void. But then a will, capital W, like Will Smith. A will, I'm imagining Will Smith, will breathe life into nothingness. Matter and spirit were set in motion. History began its march. It was your turn to enter this world. Your first memory, you are lying on your back, blinded by a bright, brilliant light. God damn it, Will Smith. You are not alone. Above you tower the colossal figures of those who created you. You are part of them, and they are part of you. Between you and them is an inexplicable connection, a strong, unbreakable link. They will always watch over you, guard you, and protect you. It hurts to breathe, you let out the pain. In the form of a desperate scream, your creators extend their hands towards you. There are two of them, the ones who made you form from, that's a hard thing to read, formed from their own selves and brought you into this world. They are united, yet as they lean closer, you begin to see how different they are. You can already feel their differences within you, struggling against each other. The first figure is soft and emphatic, wise and merciful. The love that emanates, there we go. From it wraps you head to toe like an invisible blanket. The warmth from it is never ending. The second figure is strong and powerful, commanding and noble. It is harsh but fair, a beacon of guidance, a force of protection, and merciless punishment for every misdeed. Yet there is also a third figure. It is like a shadow barely seen behind them, yet always pulsing with an unbreakable will to survive. It's the very will to live that is now growing even stronger in you. Okay, birth. Got it. Soft open palm, a strong closed fist, a lingering distant shadow. You'll struggle to loosen the swaddling cloths wrapped around you and extend a tiny hand, a tiny, tiny baby hand, into the world. Will Smith is father. All right, baby Pulpy. Does he reach out his palm? Does he reach out to the closed fist? Or does he smile at the shadow? I think if I were baby Pulpy, I would probably smile at the shadow. I probably wouldn't be reaching for too much. Baby Pulpy. I think smile at the shadow. Nat, I think you're right. Everyone says smile. I'm big on smile. Ooh, the coos. The little baby coos. Your first smile appears on your face, and awkward yet genuine. That sounds like me. Your mother and father exchange looks and start talking. You know no words yet, so all you hear is a sequence of booming sounds, but the stranger behind them has no need for words. The stranger's look is all it takes for you to feel the will to live and act that now burns within you. Oop. Shadow brings her fingers to its lips as it says, There, baby, don't cry. This is our secret now. That's the shadow's voice. Sure. And then the shadow melts into the light. I got plus 10 willpower. Sick buffs. Birth, yeah. 11:18. That's how I read that. Life in this world begins. How will you live it? Lots of questions. Bears grab everything they can get. Oh, a year has passed. Burbs. We got some burbs. Hide and seek. As the days go by, you learn to tell your parents apart. You recognize father by his heavy breath and strong cold hands. He visits you rarely. Robert Brante. Hello there, little Pulpy Brante. Mother's tender voice, however, follows you day and night. My, you're growing so quickly, my child. Oh, so dumb. There are two more children in the family named Stefan and Gloria. Gloria sings songs to you. She often dresses you in tight clothing and gently holds you your hand as you learn to take your first steps. Stefan likes to sweep you up and pinch you and toss you in the air. I already don't like Stefan. Oh, Lydia, this is Mum. Oh, look! This is your brother and sister. Stefan's voice. Yeah, you're my little we're gonna play together. It's very Australian. but I'll always be in charge of you because you were born a commoner. Stefan's an asshole. Oh, Gloria's the sister. Be quiet, you. He doesn't understand yet. Come on, baby Pulpy. Let's go play in the yard. I'm not going to remember any of these dumb voices. It is hot outside. You grip your brother's hand with one hand and your sister's with another as they help you walk down the giant stone stairs. Then you sit on the ground and start exploring the sparse blades of grass with your fingers. It tickles. In the sky, far above and away from you, is a gigantic pillar, a perfectly straight stick made of light. It's an interesting description. A stick made of light. It is so bright, it hurts to look at. I already can't remember Stefan's voice. Why are you staring at that shiny pillar? It's not going anywhere, you know. Hey, I want to play hide and seek. He's just a little baby. How's he going to play? Then you hide, and I'll try to find you both. You have no idea what they're talking about, but you support them with happy cooing. This is strange, but so exciting. I'm excited. Stefan and Gloria glance at each other. Then your brother walks to a big tree, closes his eyes, and starts shouting something. Gloria, can I get your number? Takes your hand and walks you through the yard. Your sister takes you behind some thick bushes by a tall wall. The light from that light stick on the horizon barely reaches here. You can't see her from this place. The ground is crawling with tiny black bugs. Gloria sits you down on the ground and puts a finger to her mouth for some reason, and then she's gone. You can no longer hear Stefan's voice. Gloria is nowhere to be seen. You feel colder. The bugs are no fun to play with. You've been sitting here for a long time, completely alone. Nobody checks on you. Did they forget about you? Did they abandon you? I don't think they did. Babies and the perception of time may not be great, but I'm gonna say, baby Pulpy. Baby Pulpy, what are you doing if you're feeling alone surrounded by bugs? Sit there and wait. Play with the leaves and twigs and the little bugs. You get up off the ground and start crawling through the bushes. Or you start crying. I think baby Pulpy. A normal baby response would be to cry. Probably. I don't think a baby would just sit there being surrounded by bugs. And, like, I'm a year old at this stage. Do I crawl? Everyone's like, cry. I cry at the drop of your hat. So the phone is, cry loudly. Let's cry loudly. Oh, baby Pulpy. Buddy. You take a deep, deep breath and start bawling. This is the loudest you have ever cried. It's a cry of sheer terror, the cry of a boy waiting to be found. A boy whose brother and sister hurt his feelings when they left him alone. To be fair, accurate. You hear brisk steps. Wow, tongue-tied. Then the leaves and twigs rustle and parting. Mother leans over you. I can't remember Lydia's voice. So that's where they took you. Oh, shit. I think Lydia and Stefan's voices are so far my favorite. Your tears dry the moment you see her. You greet her with glee. There is no reason to be afraid anymore. Mother picks you up, puts you to her chest, and pats you on the head. Your brother and sister stand behind her. Both assholes for leaving a baby just unattended like that, in my opinion. But your brother and sister stand behind her, clearly feeling guilty. Good. Gloria is in tears. Oh, okay, not good. Just like you, Stefan keeps staring at his feet. Stefan is a bit of a dick. You hug Mother tightly. She is here now. Very good. Good to have you, Mother. Oh, Emily, you're making a GIF? I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I think I can set it up to post in the Discord. I think. Maybe. I'll need to look at it. We got some more willpower for being a crying baby. Very good. The next year. Siblings are savage. Oh, hold on. Turn that off. Sorry, guys. My headset just decided that now would be a really good time to die. So that's fun. Please hold. Your call is important to us. Oh, no, I can't do that. Can I just stretch this out? I feel like I can just stretch this out. Hold on. We're going corded now. We're going analog. Power's on. Battery medium. Battery just said low. Battery medium. Okay, cool. We're gonna make this work. There we go. There we go. The Great Descent. Another memory. You are still a little child, but you can already talk and run around on your own. So what? I'm 2. Cool. Today is out of the ordinary. Father is busy around the house giving orders to the servants. Throughout the day, the kitchen has been abuzz with work, and there are solemn, gloomy preparations and candles being lit. Why? Even your older brother Stefan is quiet today. Mother takes your hand and brings you to your sister Gloria. Oh shit, is Gloria unwell? No. Damn it, Zach, this is a serious video game. My son, today is the Great Descent. We honor the day when the twin gods descended to us. We must spend this day in reverence to the gods. You are too young to understand, so just do everything your sister says for now. Very good. Gloria takes you to the playroom. There are no toys, there are no chairs. Wait, there are no toys there, no chairs. Interesting. Even the carpet has been taken away. There is nothing there but bare wooden floor. Today, we're not allowed to go to any other rooms, and we'll be eating nothing but gruel and stale bread on the day of the Great Descent. Everyone must be where they belong. Very good. It is quiet, unusually so. Muffled voices from beyond the door are all you can hear. You are sitting on the cold floor, confused and with no idea what to do. I relate. Then you hear your sister's voice. A lonely sound in the empty room. It is a little song that Mother taught her. You hold your breath as you listen to it. When the twins come down to earth, they brought lots for every birth. Let us count them. 1, 2, 3. The twins made them for you and me. Damn it, Gloria! The nobles rule and bravely fight. They protect us with their might. Priests work hard to understand. Guide us by the twins' command. Common people work and toil always. Patient, never spoiled. Live your lot where you were born. To the day when you pass on, know your lot, and know the prayer for the twins see you everywhere. You're transfixed by the tune, I mean. I was. Gloria notices your gaze and a smile creeps across her face. She sings a lot like her mother. That's where that was coming from. You like the rhyme, don't you, Pulpy? Do you know what it's all about? Look, there are 3 lots. They were brought to us by the twins when they descended to us from the shining pillar. Remember the pillar of light on the horizon? That's it. You can see the shining pillar anytime, from anywhere in the world. If you follow your lot as you live, you'll reach the peak of the pillar, and if you don't, you'll get eternal torment at the foot. Very good. Good discussion to have. Spirituality with your 2-year-old brother. You and I are lowborn. Mother is a commoner too, so the lot for you and me is to suffer and be patient and work hard, understand? The priests and the nobles have other lots. The nobles fight and rule over everybody. The priests, well, I'm not really sure what they do, but I guess they'll talk to the twins and then teach everybody. Gloria stares at you intently. Did you get it? Silly. Then she shakes her head and keeps singing the song over and over. Her voice transfixes on you. Drawing you in, the room starts to glow like the sky. From the light emerges 2 figures you have known ever since the moment of your birth. One of them embraces your sister's shoulder. The other stands guard behind her back. You watch this happening before your very eyes, unable to turn away. Gloria is swaying to the song, unaware of what is happening. She sings the final verses once more. Know your lot and know the... You feel... Damn it. You feel compelled by this divine sight to express yourself somehow. You feel words condensing within you from the light. But what will these words be? Finish the song properly. Sing the last line wrong. I am a defiant 2-year-old. I am not singing the correct line. Does lot mean destiny? I think so. I think lot means like a specific group that you are kind of put to. This YouTube name is... Oh, what? Oh, sorry, Nat. Forever wrong. Forever defiant. Sing the last line wrong. The Great Descent. Know your lot. Know your prayer. The lots are lies told everywhere. I like that. As a 2-year-old, that's pretty shady. You shout these words, but you have no idea how they came to you. The shining pair standing behind her back turn to look at you. You can feel their gaze piercing you from top to bottom. When the moment passes, they melt into the dim light coming from the window. Now Gloria is staring at you. You see disappointment in her eyes. Pulpy, that's not the way the song ends. Why did you ruin it? You shrug, quite pleased with your cleverness. I'm a clever 2-year-old. Determination +1. Determined baby. Well, now I'm 3. Oop. Spring, the origin. You're starting to understand more and more of what the adults say, your family... See, how could I have sung it right or wrong if I didn't actually understand what people were saying? Anyway, your family is an unusual one. Your father is a nobleman, but not by noble birth. His is a title earned through great service, but your mother is a low-born woman, a commoner. Because of this, you were born a commoner, but father says you may yet come into nobility. You learn to read at an early age. Together with mother, you read and learn by heart that many poems about the divine twins, the twin gods who reside upon the shining pillar. Mother calls these poems prayers. Again and again, you try to discern the shapes of the gods in the strip of holy light that shines in the light all day and night, but the light is too blinding to gaze upon. Am I right? Greatest joy of all is when the stairs are no longer an insurmountable obstacle. Now you can climb and even jump from step to step. Father urges you to be more careful and avoid climbing too high, but even though you keep falling, you never stop being curious about the world around you. Your older brother, Stefan, now spends less and less time playing with Gloria, and you, playing with commoners, is beneath the nobleman to be, he says. So Gloria calls him names. Stefan pulls her pigtails. Siblings, am I right? One fine evening, father gathers you all in the sitting room with an announcement. You'll have another little brother or sister soon. Ooh, a 4th child. Gloria asks him to bring home a little sister. Another brother would be too much. Stefan gets frustrated. There are too many little siblings getting in his way as it is. Soon you will be an older brother too, and it doesn't really matter who the youngest will be, a boy or a girl, you will love them the most. That's cute. Interesting thought process for a 3-year-old. When father comes back from his trips, he reads his adult books aloud for you. You find those stories of wars, generals, and rebellions quite enchanting. Your father approves of your fascination. Robert. Did I give Robert a voice? He's probably quite gruff. He's probably quite gruff. Study hard, and maybe one day you'll become a noble of the mantle and earn your sword. But first, you need to grow up. Growing up, the concept is as terrifying as it is alluring. It is a bit British. It is. I mean, it's a fantasy story. I like it. It's about there's priesty dudes and generally dudes and other dudes. These game devs have never met a child. I don't think so. Also, this is now going to be a lot to unpack. The lot of suffering. You keep staring at the carpet under your feet. You are both ashamed and proud, and it feels odd. A scratch on your hand stings a little. Stefan is standing next to you, sniffling from pain. Your brother was training in the yard with a wooden sword. You wanted to play with him, but he ended up getting angry and throwing the sword at you. That sounds like siblings, though. The stick hits you in the shoulder. You picked it up and hit him with it. Yeah. see Mother's shoes walking to and fro on the carpet. You do not want to look up. You would rather not see her angry. She is not as gentle to you these days. Why did you hurt Stefan, Pulpy? You stammer out an explanation. He hit you first. You just hit him back. How dare he pester me like that? When I grow up... Oh, wait, sorry, I was reading for Lydia. How dare he pester me like that? When I grow up, I'm gonna hit you with a real sword. Asshole, Stefan. Mother shushes you both and speaks to you again. Her voice is stern, and yet you can still feel her concern for you. Even if Stefan hit you, you cannot hit him back. You are my son, and I was born a commoner. Our lot is to suffer, but your brother was born from a noble father and a noble mother. His sacrament is coming soon, and then he'll rule over the likes of us. This is all very, like... Look. Heavy for a kid to understand, I think. If you hurt a noble, you must be punished. This is your lot, and the sooner you learn it, the better off your entire family will be. Our entire family. Now Stefan looks at you in triumph. You look up at Mother in fear, not sure what to do. Accept my punishment. Conditions met. Personality, willpower, 0. Right. Deny your guilt, demand an explanation. I feel like Baby Pulpy would absolutely demand an explanation. But, like, I don't know. How high is my like emotional level in this? I wouldn't accept my punishment. I remember when I was a kid, I swore, and like, Dad didn't like that. And like, I just remember running away in the house, like just running down the corridor. I feel like I would be quite demanding. You start asking questions. Why were you born a commoner if your father is a noble? It's a good point to make. Like, why do both parents need to be noble? If you have your father's name, why can't you have his lot? I mean, fair. And why can't you choose a lot for yourself if you don't like the one you have? Again, fair. Mother is stunned by all the questions you are peppering her with. Don't you dare ask me about that, Pulpy! I'll violate my lot if I start explaining it all to you. I'm a commoner, not a priest. Oh! Not okay. Fiction, by the way. Entirely a work of fiction. Not okay. Flogged in front of your entire family, the pain burns on your skin again and again, tears rolling down your cheek. Feels like punishment will never end. It hurts to walk when you're finally let go. You slowly climb the stairs and walk to your room. You see a book on your bed, The Teaching of Isadius, Volume 2. Tears have dried now. You begin to read, slowly making your way through the difficult book. Every death of the body bringeth the soul ever closer to the twin's judgment. When the body dieth a true death, the soul soareth to the shining pillar. I'm interested to know what the shining pillar is. I feel like it's a, sorry, realizing that volume is very loud. Baby Pulpy! No! When the body dieth a true death, I'm imagining it's like a heaven amalgamation for this world. Twin gods do judge every soul, and their judgment is stern and unforgiving. He who followeth his lot in life from birth shall melt in bliss atop the peak of the shining pillar. The words confuse and elude me too. Baby Pulpy, I getcha. Instilling fear and awe, you will read this mysterious book again and again as you grow up. Okay. Gotta understand the way this world works. Gloria's rhymes. Mother mostly stays in her chambers now. With each passing day, she grows heavier and her features get rounder. Gets difficult for her to walk, but she still smiles all the time. We have a baby brother or sister on the way. One day she takes your hand and puts them on her big belly, and you feel movement deep inside. You will have another brother or sister soon. More babies! Gloria takes you and walks to the yard now. You explore the yard together under the evening light of the pillar, and she sings you songs and tells you amazing stories. Please don't sing again. Gloria. Pulpy, do you want to hear a rhyme? I wrote it myself. There's even a bit about you, but don't tell anyone, okay? Writing poems and songs is only for nobles. What kind of world where writing poems and songs is only for a select few individuals? If Mummy hears about it, I'll get flogged. Remember how you got flogged for hitting Stefan? I was there, Gloria, yes. I'll read this as a poem instead of a song. Our judge is my second father. In the past I had another. Mother says the twins are great, says we should not fight our fate. Brothers' love is to jump around. Please don't fall down on the ground. See, I wrote a little rhyme. Please don't tell them it is mine. But today our sister is nowhere to be seen. She promises to take you to the old pond and shows you the red frogs. Yes, best candy. Not best candy, but good candy. Red frogs that live there. She vanishes. The servants join you in your search. Even Mother leaves her chambers when she hears the commotion. Finally, you find Gloria in the far corner of the garden. She's holding a quill and a sheet of paper covered in poetry. Uh-oh. Mother becomes angry. The moment she sees it, she looks through the poetry and her face grows dark with rage. Gloria is standing before her, wringing her hands and looking for an opportunity to run, but there seems no escape. What is this nonsense, Gloria? We talked about this. You were told to take care of your little brother. You are absolutely not allowed to entertain yourself with writing. I can't decide that for myself, Mom. I can decide that for myself, Mom. Mom! No, you cannot. It has already been decided by the gods. And he's not a little brother anymore. He doesn't need a nanny, and I need some time alone to think for myself. I am not hurting anyone. You are a commoner and a future wife. It's time you learned how to properly care for children. Had your disgraced former father kept me in his house, you could have been born a noble, but that is not our fate, and you are absolutely forbidden from ever spoiling paper and wasting ink again. Mother grabs Gloria firmly by the hand and takes you both into the house. The scribbled sheets fly into the fireplace. Gloria sobs violently. Oh, Gloria. A bystander to the scene, unsure of how to act. We've got some options, right? Voice acting. Well, I mean, the game didn't provide it, so I decided we would have some fun. Okay. Feel like something's bad's gonna happen to Mum? Maybe. I mean, the issue is wasting paper and ink. Okay, so I can complain about my sister. I can complain to Mother about my sister. Gloria often leaves you alone. Oh no, these are locked, sorry. I can comfort my sister or leave the room. I feel like Bebe Pulpy would comfort the sister, because we kind of got in trouble for the same shit, and I found it not okay, so I feel like it's not okay for the sister. I will comfort you, Gloria. Mother leaves. The last of your sister's poetry burns away in the fireplace. You walk up to your crying sister and take her by the hand. None of this is her fault. You say, what Mother did is wrong and far too harsh. Gloria sniffles before speaking. But I did leave you all alone. You're not mad at me, really? You nod in reassurance. Gloria embraces you. Pulpy, you're the best little brother in the world. Oh, Gloria. The two of you make a little deal. She promises to tell you when she wants to be alone, and you promise to protect her and her secrets always. This is brotherly, sisterly love, absolutely. We got +1 in relationships, and she's currently grateful. Gloria remembers what you did for her. Very good. Oh, my willpower went down for some reason. I don't know why, but it did. Leave the room midnight. Just walk away from that situation. Some us versus them narrative. There will be, yeah. I mean, this story is about lots different groups of people, so there definitely will be some class discussion, I think, happening. So far it seems like the nobles are obviously the ruling class. The priests are kind of we talk about the twin gods, which is a heavy theme in this, and then there are the rest of everyone else. Mother is in her armchair knitting woolen jackets, pants, and socks for the little one. Oh, little booties. Baby will need to be kept warm, she says. Father spends less time at home now. Mother says he's very busy with his important job. He is a judge after all. So I think the judge is in the priest lot. One day you decide to ask Mother about Stefan and Gloria. How come they're brother and sister to you, but not siblings to each other? Well, my dear. Hiya. I didn't give birth to Stefan, you see. He's the son of another mother. And Gloria is the daughter of another father. Come now, don't knit your brows like that. You'll understand when you're older. How is that even possible? You're all family, are you not? Several days later, Mother calls Stefan and Gloria to the sitting room. You sneak in after them. At first, Mother gets angry and asks you to leave, but then she relents. You are told to sit still, be quiet, and remember every word you hear. When you enter the temple, bow to the twins. First to the elder on the right, and then to the younger on the left. Stefan, you are noblemen to me, so walk along the side paved with marble where the benches are. Gloria, you walk along the sharp side. When you're there, you must get down on your knees, each on your own side. Stefan, kiss the sword. Gloria, my daughter, they will strike you with the lash. What? Don't be afraid of it. Resign yourself to the suffering it brings. It is the blessing of your lot. This is messed up. This is messed up. What kind of world? Gloria doesn't like the idea of the lash. Yeah, no shit. There's a tense feeling in your chest as well. You were told to remember this. Will the lash strike you too one day? I'm imagining so, because this is about the lot assignment. On the next day, they take your brother and sister to the temple. You run towards them. When they finally come back, the back of Gloria's dress is soaked with blood. She's hunched a bit, sobbing quietly. Stefan is putting on airs, acting prouder than ever. Stefan is a dick. Nothing else looks different about them. It's like all is the same, and yet everything has changed. Each of them has accepted their lot. Damn it, Stefan. Unity -1. Disagreements. Represents how close and trusting your family is. It affects the fate of your family household. I mean, every family's gonna have disagreements. It's okay. This is real heavy for 8 a.m. Agreed. Still having more fun with this than the Chantal live stream, to be fair, though. At least this, I know it's fiction, and I get to put on fun voices. That live stream was real life. Brother and sister sacrament. Your siblings Stefan and Gloria took their first sacrament to the temple. Messed up. It does harken back to book club. I agree. In regards to, like, topics or themes. Newborns cry. You eye the little bundle in your father's arms. Curiously, behind the many layers of swaddling clothes is a newborn baby brother. Mother is glowing and smiling with joy. Stefan and Gloria are also here, all excited. You promise yourself that you're going to be the best big brother in the world. Heck yeah. You'll never hit him, oh no. The two of you will play together and tease Stefan together and help Mother together and go on so many adventures together. It feels so strange to be an older brother. Just the other day you were the youngest in the family, but everything is different now. Parents name your little brother Nathan, and Mother spends day and night by his side. Nathan cries all the time, day and night. Mother barely gets any sleep. She is so worn out, she starts forgetting things. Like today, for instance, she forgot her knitting in the armchair in the sitting room. You'd better bring it back to her as soon as possible. Yeah, let's do that. You run to Mother's bedroom. You miss her smile so much. You walk in without saying hello and give her the knitting, but instead of gratitude, she gets You get an ice-cold, exhausted stare. Nathan is also there screaming all the time. Go away, Pulpy, you're bothering me. She spits these words out through her teeth. You look at the bawling newborn. She can't even get a minute of respite. Enough already. When are you going to stop? I just want some peace and quiet. Mother leaps across the room and starts shaking. Oh no! She looks so tired, never ending. Oh, someone has to do something. You're scared of your mother right now, but you fear for Nathan's life. Let's snatch Nathan away from Mum. Or hug. No, I can't hug Mum. Redirect her anger to yourself. Call Father for help. It's a good thing there's no time limit on this. Jesus. Jesus. I will take my brother. Take the brother, quick. You leap at your mother and demand she give you Nathan. She freezes when she hears the words. You snatch your little brother out of her arms. She chokes with rage and falls on the bed. You fall away to the playroom. Run away to the playroom, brother. Yes, take the brother. Baby brother is heavy in your arms. He sniffles. You sway him gently like mother did and quietly sing him a lullaby. Aww. Good, good. Nathan calms down and soon he closes his eyes. You put the newborn on your bed and swear in your life that no one will ever hurt him. Yes. You hear heavy footsteps in the hallway. Father enters the playroom. He looks at you, then Nathan, somewhat confused. Gruff dad voice. You did something bigger than you today, son. It is a noble deed to protect your family, but you should have come to me. Please understand. This was my duty, not yours. It's okay, I just ran away with baby. Take the baby. You saved your baby brother from harm. If you feel yourself ready to take the responsibility to protect others, then maybe you could walk the path of the noble when you're older. But for now, we should bring him back to your mother. Come with me. Ah, that voice hurts. Picks Nathan up. Your brother is fast asleep, breathing quietly. The three of you return to mother's bedroom. Father puts Nathan back in the crib. Mother is no longer screaming. She embraces you. Please forgive me. The twins know I was out of my mind. Please don't be angry with me. You hug mother in response. Very good. Oh, this is Nathan. This is his... He looks old for a baby. But this is his profile? Portfolio. Profile. Picture. Youngest child in the family, your only sibling. An odd child, he has been secretive and aloof since he was a little boy. Inept, constantly ill and crying, always in need of care and protection. I will protect you, baby brother. Very good. It's less Mickey Mouse. No, I could see Mickey Mouse. I could see Mickey Mouse. I don't think I could do a high enough Mickey, though. Hi, kids! It's close to Mum's. Whoops. Oh, no. Your younger brother, Nathan, is born. Mickey has entered the chat. Hi, kids! Oh, Pluto! You wake up to Father's touch on your shoulder. He is finally back home after a long trip. Pulpy. His voice is never consistent. It's just like, how gruff can I get it? Pulpy. Today is your special day. It sounds like a Decepticon. The day when you begin your studies. Now teachers will coming to our home, read Zach, to teach you. You must do everything they say. Be diligent in your studies and you will grow closer to the nobleman's lot. And since you must remember this day, a present is in order. Lydia, get our little schoolboy dressed. I am taking him to the market district. Stefan wants to come with you too, but Father shushes him sternly. Good. Stefan can fuck off. This is your day. Your older brother is hurt to hear this, but stays quiet. Copyright struck for the Mickey. An open carriage takes the two of you through the dusty, noisy city streets, a pleasant wind tussling your hair. Your city is called Anizote. That you already know, it is one of the largest empires in the entire cities in the entire empire. There is a big shadow on the street. It comes from the white foliage of an enormous tree that spreads its branches all above the city. My son, did you know that the silver tree grew from the blood of our God's own disciples? It has been, I think I can do that consistently. It has been growing here for hundreds of years, right in our city. It cannot be damaged or burnt. Not even the clergy know why. Carriage comes to a halt by a small shop next to the city square. You run there and freeze by the stalls in excitement. Ha! The shop is packed with dolls and figurines and toys. We are going to Disneyland, as it turns out. You've never seen so many at once before. Have you chosen your present yet? Father asks. You have. You want the Holy Order set, which includes several figurines of the Empire's greatest warriors of all time. You rattle off everything you know about the Holy Order. They were the ones who aided the Emperor's own forces in seizing the province of Magra and storming our city. That's how we joined the Empire. Oh, goody! Imperialism has entered the chat. Very well. War isn't your lot for now, but maybe these toy soldiers will teach you to think like a general. You will lead them into battle and study military strategy. Go ahead, take your present. This voice is killer. Blah. Does Robert smoke? I think so. I think he does. Having said this, father turns away to examine the books. You run to the box of toy soldiers, delirious with excitement, but there is a fancy-dressed boy in your way. He's about to take your warriors for himself. Ah! He elbows you aside and reaches for the box. Anger overcomes you, and you push him from beyond, not from behind. Your opponent falls to the floor. The rich boy screams so loudly, everybody in the shop hears it. Oop. He hit me! A tall tower of a man looms over you. This is the boy's father. But then you feel your own father's hand on your shoulders. What happened? You press against father, your mind more at ease now. He will protect you. Yes, you shoved the boy to the floor in front of everyone, but he tried to take your present for himself. Father turns you around to face him when he hears these words. Is this true, Pulpy? Did you strike the son of a nobleman? So I could admit my guilt. I could tell him the truth, or I could deny the guilt. I think at this age, I would probably say I repaid the impudent boy, maybe. Step between the adults and say that it was your fault. What do? I don't think I'd be confident enough to step in between two adults and say, it was me. I think I'd just say, like, he got in my way, so I pushed him. That's realistic. Oh, it isn't fair to blame you without letting you speak too. You didn't want to shove the stupid boy. He was the one who shoved you first. But the angry nobleman, the boy's father, will not let you finish. Nobody cares a whit for your so-called truth, little lowborn. The law is the law, and your punishment is due. Your father nods in agreement to these words, no matter how sad they make him. God damn it. They lead you and the nobleman's son out of the shop. You're told to bow to him and show humility. The bad feeling sends a shiver down your spine. With a satiated, that's not the word, satisfied grin on his face, the boy swings his arm and slaps you on the cheek. He strikes you again and again. Enough. He got what he deserved. We're leaving. Get out of our way. Your head is swimming from the heavy blows. You return to your senses back in bed. With servants treating your face, father stays by your side all day. The morning after, you find a little box on your bed with tin soldiers of the Holy Orders inside. Yeah, I got my action figures. You paid dearly for your stubbornness. Determination +1. I now have active determination. Very good. Lucy. God damn it. Today, father ordered the dinner table to be brought out into the yard. For the first time in months, he's home. Oh, good, picnic time. Very good. Outside the confines of his always locked study, he spent the entire day playing with Nathan and you, discussing various matters with Stefan, now an adolescent, and walking in the garden. And now a dinner under the open sky. Your entire family gathers today with father at the head of the table, smiling. He asks each of you about your studies. Nathan climbs up on his knees and recites a counting rhyme in a funny sing-song voice, probably not as good as mine. Stefan mentions that his fencing teacher praises his accomplishments. He rises from the table, that's the word, together with father to show his skills in a practice duel. Next comes Gloria's turn. She's standing on her chair and reciting a lengthy prayer by heart. I think Gloria is trying to get into like the priest lot, but she's kind of accepted her lowborn lot, so I don't know. Mother shows your sister with praise, or showers your sister with praise, sorry. Father chuckles quietly, hiding a smile in his mustache. When the turn comes, you recite all the ranks in the Legion from common soldier to high commander. Stefan listens to you with a skeptical look on his face. Night slowly falls, but the servants ensure that the yard is well illuminated. You don't feel cold in the dust tonight. It feels good, yet so important. All of you are finally together, sitting at the same table. No fighting, just smiles. No arguing, just pleasant small talk. Then a servant approaches father with a letter in his hand. He reads it in the dim light, and each line gradually washes the smile off Father's face until only a stone-cold mask remains. Mother looks at Father with an unspoken question in her eye. Gregor Brante is coming back to Anazalt. He is the head of our family, my father. Oh, Granddad's coming. You like the sepia ephemeral? I think it's a good touch. Your grandfather, Gregor. Let's call him Greg. Greggy boy. Returned to the family home from the capital. All right. The intrusion. Ever since the news of grandfather's impending arrival, there has not been a single day when the house has not been cleaned or decorated. Your parents anxiously make sure everything is in order. This is me when Mum comes to visit. This, the tidiest of households. Real estate agents don't really care that much. When Mum comes to visit, 100%. Tell you to wash your face and hands after walks and scold you for leaving books on the floor. They tell Gloria she will be flogged. Oh God, if she is ever seen hiding in the attic. What? What's wrong with Gloria happening to be in the attic? They make Stefan stay in his room. What? Even baby Nathan gets in trouble. Everyone is on edge. Then one day, grandfather arrives. It is a grim day, so hot, your neck is sticky with sweat. Father, mother, Stefan, Gloria, you and Nathan. The entire Brante family stands on the porch in front of the house. The house servants lined up behind you. The carriage arrives, and out steps a tall, gaunt man with a heavy walking stick and a heavier gaze. You cringe instinctively. Good health to you, father. Children, greet your grandfather as you have been taught. Oh no, what's Gregor's voice gonna be? I want to be silly and make it a Mickey voice. But that's too similar to Gloria, no, to Mum's voice. Mum's voice is up here. It's a bit Mickey. Gregor, I really want it. Oh, Goofy? I should try. I am bad at Goofy voice, though. I'm bad at all my voices. Who the fuck am I? Like, yeah. Still trying to look like a. No, it's too southern. Yeah. I can't do Donald Duck. Alf Stewart. You can't do it. I'm sitting here trying to get a Goofy voice out. Still trying. It's hard. It's hard. Stewie from Family Guy. Southern old man. I think I can do a Stewie. Hold on. Still trying to look like a real nobleman, are you? You cannot fool me, Robert. I was the first of the Brante family to be ennobled by the mantle, and I'm the only one. I don't think he goes that high. Who remembers how to beat this burden properly. I think that's good. Like, it's kind of like posh British, like, up. That's the one. I live in honorably by my lot. Your marriage to that lowborn wretch cut us from ever becoming nobles of the sword. My progeny could have been born bearing noble blood. No, it doesn't go that high. Noble blood. Yeah. Brian. I'm trying to think of Stewie's iconic line. Or lines. That kind of helps me find the voice. Lois. Lois. Please start doing a bedtime story series. I'm so bad though. It's so bad. It's almost like I need the repetitive noble blood. No, noble blood. Sounds like a meta lyric. Oh yeah, victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory is victory is mine. He's got like a little bit of vocal fry, but it's quite high. So that's alright, Sarah. Have a great sleep. Yeah. What we need to do is we need to compile a list of children's stories that are in the public domain. Like, I don't think anything is. I'm thinking things along the lines of, like, Hungry Little Caterpillar. And I can just do voices to the Hungry Little Caterpillar. That's what I want. Voices to Dr. Zeus. That's topical. I do not want green eggs and ham. Oh, hey, Pete. Don't mind me, I'm just doing stupid voices. Pete came home. Good Pete came home. Christian Bale from Batman? I don't think we can do that. That's more Robert's voice. It's all the way down here. Father, I beg you, this is not the place. Grandfather eyes him with scorn and walks into the house, the entire family following close behind. Oh god. Okay. Victory is mine. I have always been far too long. No, I have been away far too long. The entire house is a mess. This is an insult. How could you live in such a pigsty, Robert? The servants have grown far too lazy, all thanks to your commodore of a wife. I warned you, did I not? And yet you did as you saw fit. And the children? What do they know of tradition or honor? It's a bit off, Stewie, but it's close. Can I do a Yoda voice? In a virtuous family, Father, they are being raised. I don't think I can get the voice down. I can get that little, like, that hum. Ah, yes. It's a pretty damn good Yoda, is it? I don't think it's that good, but it's close. I'm working on it. I'm not working on it. I just like to parrot, but a Minnesota accent. Damn it, Sparks. I can't. Is Minnesota? Hold on, wait. Name a film where a Minnesotian accent. Minnesotian accent features. Because if it's Drop Dead Gorgeous, is that the accent I'm thinking of? Where it's like, oh no, it's not like that. It's, oh, you know, no. I can't do real accents. Come on, guys. Bert and Ernie voices? Fargo. Oh, Fargo. Right. Oh, I don't think I can do it. Give me time. Let me rewatch Fargo. I don't think I can do a Bert and Ernie voice. Yeah. I'm trying to think of Ernie's song, his bath time song. Rubber ducky, you're the one. No, can't do it. And Bert's just like always pissed off. Anyway, we're gonna continue with this. They're being raised in a virtuous family, Father. Hence now you're speaking like a lowborn who's content to live in humility. Twins willing, now that I am here, this will not happen again. Victory is mine. I am taking your oldest son to the capital. I see you cannot provide Stefan with a proper education, so I will correct your mistake. Your brother's fate has been decided just like that. Father does not object. He orders, not adores, and not hors d'oeuvres. Orders the servants to prepare Stefan for the journey. Stefan freezes in place, glancing at grandfather and father once again. The latter puts a hand on his shoulder. Reassuringly, grandfather's lips are a tight line, white with contempt. The house is examined room after room after. Grandfather sees is showered with scorn. He scoffs at a crease on a blanket. This sounds like not a great parent, like father-son relationship. Chris in the blanket cribs in mother's bedroom. He mocks Gloria's knitting in her room. What a dick. The door to your room is next. What is this? Robert? Tin soldiers in your youngest son's room. He was born a commoner. I wouldn't have him daydreaming of battle. Grandfather seizes the box containing the tin warriors of the Holy Order. Not my action figures. Father stays silent. Anger and fear boils within you. This is your big present from the first day of your studies. It means so much to you. But what if he's right? What if you need to prove your right to command the toy soldiers first? Dude, they're toys. Leave them be. Grandfather shakes his head in disapproval and shoves the toy box into the roaring fireplace. If you wait too long, they will melt. Push him out of the way. Watch them melt helplessly. Rescue your burst into tears or strike. I'm hitting Granddad. I'm doing it. Poppy, you're in for a right spanking. Driven mad by anger and injustice, you kick Grandfather in the leg. Do that. You can help pick the voices of Emerald? 100%. But that means the next time we play this game, you have to remind me what the voice was, because I'm not going to remember. Overwhelmed by helpless rage, you run to Grandfather and kick him in the leg with all the strength you can muster, yet he is immovable. The next thing you see is him leaning, towering over you menacingly, his heavy walking stick in hand. Lowborn scum! How dare you raise a hand to me! The blow hits home. I have been hit like 3 times so far. Jesus. Handle of the walking stick is as heavy as a rock. You are dazed, rubbed of both hearing and sight. Down comes another blow. A sharp pain splits your head, and then darkness. Great, you knocked out your grandkid. That's messed up. Your hand twitches against your will, then again and again, like it is trying to catch a flying butterfly, and then you fall into the primordial void. The void takes away a part of you, one of the lives you were given to live. It will never return. There is pain and desperation and a sense of loss. Nothing can be done now. That was my first death. You fall into pain that embraces you like a soft... Jesus Christ, Granddad! Soft feather bed. You feel light, free. There are no restraints, just a warm glow that envelops you in its secure embrace. The waves carry you. Their touch is soft. They delicately enshroud what was once your body. It is a feeling unlike anything you have ever experienced before. Something absolute and complete. You touch something greater, the reason behind everything, the reason for your very existence. You were sculpted from this light. It was the first thing you ever felt, a boundless and sincere unity of the diverse. Your beginning was a spark that cast this light into all directions, and now you're here again, one with the beginning of everything. The light gleaming from you resembles the light of the shining pillar. You still see it in the north as always. The waves of light carry you to 2 figures. The elder is nearest. He is ready to accept you. He is quiet, wise, kind, and pure. The younger waits further back. You do not know what he is yet. The waves pause at the elder's feet. He leans over you and plants a feather-light kiss on your forehead. The kiss spreads all over you. Ooh, the drama, mama. Spreads all over you. You are filled with unparalleled delight and bliss. You exist. You are unique. There is no one else like you. They know this and they love you. Oh. Never be alone. You are part of them, a part of our family, a part of this universe. The twin gods will never leave you. They watch over you constantly. The elder softly touches you as you lie spread out amongst the waves, sending you further down the torrent of light. You float on to the top of the silver tree's spreading crown. The closer you get to the silver tree, the heavier you become. The waves draw you down along its trunk, but you do not wish to part with the warmth and softness of your love. You turn around, the elder is still watching you. He nods. All is as it should be. Go, your time has not yet come. You must return to the world for now. As you tumble down towards your body, you comprehend... Okay, maybe it wasn't an actual death. Comprehend the true meaning of your lesser death and the divine love that has been revealed to you. Love exists not only in the hereafter, it is present in the entire design of the twins that is the origin of all life in this world. What is the manifestation of this love in your mortal life? Man, didn't expect to get heavy this quick. What is the manifestation of this love in your mortal life? Empire, my lot, my family, my cause, myself, or remain silent? Plot twist. Damn it, Lucy. What did Dad do? Dad wasn't there. Granddad just knocked me out. That was, like, awful. What is the manifestation of this love in your mortal life? I think it's family. Love always lives in kindred blood. You share the miracle of life and the universe with your kin. Your family is what you are given upon being born and what you leave behind when you depart. That's pretty apt, considering family's been, like, the only major theme that we have seen so far. Family. Not family. Damn it, Midnight! Sudden comprehension of the love with which the entire world is imbued illuminates in your mind, but then it fades and vanishes. You regain the sensation of your flesh. It is heavy, unwieldy. It lacks that lightness, that light. It is a burden. It is smothering you. You gasp for air. Your chest expands painfully. You feel as though your lungs are about to burst. The stagnant odor of the crypt fills them, revolting. Oh, I'm back? They buried me and I came back? This is some Game of Thrones, Lord of Light nonsense. Then you smell a sickly, moist smell. You feel dampness all around you. You come back to your senses in the gloom of the family crypt, lying flat on a stone slab. Parents are on their way to the crypt right now. You hear their muffled voices. They are arguing, and against all rules, Mother will not agree with Father.
But why would Sir Gregor do this? He just took one of our child's lives.
Yeah, it's not quite Mickey, is it?
Haha! Why would Sir Gregor do this? He just took one of our child's lives.
That's a bit more Mickey.
Lydia. I am Batman. Lydia. My father is our family's head, and the boy raised a hand to him. There was nothing we could do, and Father did admit that he was too hard on him. Please do not anger Sir Gregor. You need to accept this. It will never happen to any of our children ever again.
Their voices grow quiet as they lean over you. You lean on your elbows to try and get up from the stone. Mother gingerly wraps her cloak over your naked body as you shiver from the cold.
My son, your first death came far too soon. I know it may be difficult to realize what happened.
Just imagining Good Pete is hearing all of this and dying.
But know this. The twin gods are ever merciful. You are a child, and your time to leave for the hereafter has not yet come. You will be returned here by the gods twice more, but do not tempt fate again, and never, ever defy those who can easily take your life. Pulpy, you have angered your grandfather greatly. Do not stand in Sir Gregor's way ever again, and he will never hurt you. For now, just stay away from him.
Yeah, well, they found out. Father stays a step away from you, not saying a word. When Mother finishes talking, he picks you up and carries you outside. I think Dad's a good dad. Dad's trying his best. Together, your parents take you from the family crypt. On your way out of the crypt, you take a moment to touch your head. It is perfectly fine. There is no sign of the blow. Back home, Grandfather, aka Dickhead, is still walking through the house examining the rooms. You can see, how did he knock out his grandchild and then continue on the house inspection? You can see that Stefan and Gloria are disturbed by what just happened. Nathan starts crying when he sees you. The playroom still reeks of burnt paint. There is something new about you now, a pitch black stripe on your left arm. Oh shit, okay. That's cool. Like tattoo, but yeah. Looks like a strange bit of dirt at first, but it will not wash off. It will be like that forever. Mother explains this is all she will say of it. Relations with Gregor Brante, aka Dickhead. -2, disaster. Nope, distaste. For some reason, I was like, wait, is that how you spell disaster? Not in English. Turns out, no. It said distaste, not disaster. Oh, shit. Right, well, Dickhead doesn't like me. Very good. Disaster. No, wait, distaste. Right? I thought it was disaster. It's an emborism, mother damn it. Alright. Determination +1. Perception +1. I have died once. How many? Oh, okay. So you get 4 deaths. After suffering a lesser death, one is reborn. One who dies a true death faces the judgment of the twin gods. Right. So it doesn't actually end until like the 4th death. Something new about you now, a pitch black stripe. We've already read that. Continue. Beyond event has happened. You suffer your first death. As a small child, you suffered your first death and rebirth. You're right. Year 1124 in the fall. All right, we're gonna get through this one. We're gonna get through this one, and then I think I'm gonna excuse myself to have some dinner. Soon, grandfather leaves. Your elder brother Stefan goes with him. From that day on, father hired teachers. Hired teachers tend to you alone. Fathers hired teachers, not God. English is hard. They bore you with monotonous. Bore as in bored. Yep, cool. English, challenging, with monotonous lectures on writing, counting, and the way of life in the blessed Archnean Empire. You often distract yourself from their instructions by playing with your younger brother Nathan. Your home grows quiet without your elder brother. I'm gonna need to figure out Nathan's voice as well. Too quiet. Weeks later, your family receives a letter from Stefan. Grandfather has sent him to a boarding school for nobles, and he's now studying hard in preparation for his service as a nobleman. No, that says rules, not right. The rules here are way too strict. You can't even sneeze without the teacher's permission. But I've been studying with my peers. We're learning. No, I'm coming in and out of it, guys. We're learning. Damn it. We're learning how to live as nobles in a noble society. We're also learning the art of swordplay. That's my favorite part. Yar. It's getting a bit pirate. With Stefan now at the boarding school, grandfather arrives once more, this time to live in your home. The only good thing is that he often has urgent business in Eterna, the capital city of the Empire, and has to travel there. One day you ask mother where he lived before.
In Eterna,
she says.
But now his place is here.
I got there. Jesus, that took a while. Words. A Texan pirate. It's actually, I'm trying to put on a really heavy Australian accent, but it's hard for me. Each time grandfather returns, he gives the servants new orders. Your home is now always busy with repairs. The servants are redecorating grandfather's chambers, including his library and sitting room. Jesus Christ, he's well moving in, isn't he? Sometimes father tries to gently talk him out of this. Why subject the house to constant reconstruction? Grandfather's answer is always the same. This home is mine. This home is mine. And I will live here as befits a man of nobility. Victory is mine. Some days grandfather stays home, and on those days you try your best to stay out of his sight, but there is no way you can avoid family breakfast. The food is there, but you cannot bring yourself to eat. Mother's eyes are red and swollen. She has been crying all night again. Wait, why is Mum sad? Grandfather sits at the head of the table where nobody used to sit before. Robert! It's high time your youngest son underwent the sacraments.
Sir Brante, please, let them live free of the lot for a while longer. They are but...
Shut your mouth! Robert, that wife of yours is impertinent enough to interrupt me. But if this happens again, she'll be eating her gruel with the servants in the kitchen, where she belongs. Belongs? Too high. It is time you considered a real marriage, Robert, one to a woman of proper station. He's a dick. Gloria drops her fork. Grandfather shoots her a scathing look. A tear rolls down Mother's cheek. Father does not look away from his plate. Dad, it's time to man up. Hands clench into fist. Baron El Lodar is one such woman. She's a comely widow, and a fine match. Fine match. Ha! She is suing for her inheritance, Jesus. Right now, and you could use proper support and a husband. You can keep your lowborn Lydia around if you like. Servant, mistress, I don't care. I will not do that, Father. Greg is a dick. Greg is a dick. I'm the head of this family, and the family standing took a severe blow after you married that commoner. It is unthinkable. How could you give up the memory of a beautiful Amalia Elborn? for this lowly woman and that bastard child of hers. But now you have a chance to set things right. Don't disappoint me. Father nods curtly, trying not to look in Mother's direction.
Father, I wish to see Stefan.
If I find your conduct in the Baroness's presence satisfactory enough, then you may see him. She's coming for a visit tomorrow. Be prepared. I'm losing Stewie. Grandfather wipes his mouth with his napkin and throws it onto his plate and leaves. Mother's lips move silently. Nobody says a word. Then Father stands up and orders you and the other children back to your rooms. This feels like a conversation that you should not have in front of your children. Needs to speak to Mother in private. Father comes to your room before bedtime, sits on the edge of the blanket and adjusts a crease on the woolen blanket. Make sure dickhead Greg doesn't see it. He distances himself from you after Stefan's departure, so you are not used to attention from him. In the candlelight, you can see his face in the dark. There is a sour expression on it.
My son. My son. Baroness Emma El Ladar.
No, he's not that.
Ladar will be visiting us tomorrow.
He's not a pirate, Zach. Why does everything go to pirate?
Please be polite and treat her with respect. Nathan will do the same as you. I want this dinner to be as immaculate as possible. Don't let me down. Yar.
On the next day, beverage break. On the next day, Mother starts dressing you and Nathan for the coming dinner. You see red all around her eyes. Mum's sad. She's been crying for a long time. It hurts just to look at her. Nathan starts whining quietly. You and Nathan are dressed in new doublets, your tousled hair brushed into shape. Gloria is told to stay in her room. I much prefer Gloria and Mum's voice over Dad's. Jesus. Father appears wearing his best suit. Mother is in a humble brown dress, looking pale. Grandfather has an uncharacteristically content look about him. You hear the sounds of wheels and hooves against the cobblestones in the yard. Then a pair of dainty heels come clacking. Yaz! Guess who's back in the house? Heels click clacking about. The antechamber is completely quiet and still. Fearing Grandfather's observant eye, the door opens. You see your guest, a beautiful dark-haired woman in a dress of elegant deep blue. Ooh, yes, queen. Father takes the hand of Lady El Ladar and kisses it, showering her in compliments. In front of Mum? Gross. Grandfather's face is beaming in her presence. No one even bothers to introduce Mother. Yeah, ew. This is messed up. Whew.
Baroness. Allow me to introduce you Robert's sons, Pulpy and Nathan Brante. Frankly, it's his eldest, Stefan.
Oh wait, sorry, this is Gregor. Baroness? Baroness? Allow me to introduce you Robert's sons, Pulpy and Nathan Brante. Frankly, it's his eldest, Stefan, who deserves the most attention, but currently he is studying in Eterna with other young noblemen like himself. It is my hope that his youngest sons will also make me proud one day. Victory is mine. Grandfather eyes you with a probing look. How will you act in front of the Baroness? Will you accept her next to your mother, your father's rightful wife? Jesus Christ! Dickhead Greg just went and got Dad remarried at, like, speed. I can maintain my composure, I could walk away with Mum, or I could greet the Baroness politely. I am a little bit of a, like, tempestuous child, for sure. Tempted to say walk away? Greet? Maintain composure? Sister wives? No! I don't know if it's sister wives or if it's just like he's remarrying her. He's being remarried, yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna, like, do this and click. Tell me which one it goes to. I haven't heard the confirmation yet. Hold on. There it is. Hold on. There we go, we got one. What was it? Chat? You follow father's example. Oh, I greeted her. Okay, and kissed the Baroness's fingers gently. Her laughter fills the antechamber. Is that the laugh? Look, if you can't make yourself laugh. Oh shit. You gallantly offer to lead her to the sitting room. Lady El-Ladar graciously agrees. Behind your back, you can hear mother sobbing. Oh, less funny now. Less funny. Mother Mickey. Oh no. Introduce her like that every time. Every time she gets mentioned, it's... That is actually a bit Mickey, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's an emotional story, for sure. Good thing, video game, completely fiction. But also, like drawing emotions, which is, it's good. Grandfather and Baroness El-Ladar engage in small talk over dinner. She tells him of the woes of litigation over her late husband's inheritance. Are we getting Sherlock up in here? Did she kill her husband? He advises her to like the judge he is. Oh, he advises her like the judge he is. Father is mostly silent, only getting in a word or two. You do your absolute best to behave yourself. After the decorous? I don't think I've ever seen that word. Decorous. Decorous. Like raucous? Okay. Decorous, like decoration. Decorative. Decorous. Okay, move on, Zach. Farewell to Lady El-Ladar. Father quietly rather, thanks you for your model behavior. Hey, Greg. The morning after, he leaves for Eterna with grandfather to visit Stefan. Mother spends almost an entire day in her bedroom. You cannot bring yourself to speak to her. Oh. It's sad. Day chorus. Like, okay, day chorus. Sorry, Mum, but she came in heels and a gorge gown. Yeah, also that time that Granddad killed me and, like, you guys didn't really, you know, like, sorry. You didn't really do anything about that. Oh. Father returns from the capital in a quiet rage. You overhear your parents talking. Apparently, Grandfather has already poisoned Stefan's mind against him. He greeted Father with cold hostility. The name of Baroness El-Ladar is never mentioned in the house again. Ooh, plot twist. Do we think the Baroness is actually going to marry Stefan instead of Dad? That would be a plot twist. Lydia Brandt. Oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Hey, but Dad likes me a little bit more. He's sympathetic. That's good. And Gregor doesn't actively hate me, so still a dickhead for knocking me on the head like that, but... Okay. Work. We're right in the middle of the line here. Very good. We're gonna get through childhood, guys. We're getting through childhood and then we'll call it a day. Hey, Ellie, how's it going? Ooh. I do like this music. Alright. Father now checks on your studies often and nitpicks you for sitting or eating or speaking in an incorrect fashion. Oh, nitpicking! Great, that word's following me everywhere. Once he becomes so annoyed, he says that he wishes Stefan had been the one to stay home instead of you. Okay, Dad, like, rein it in. You never expected to hear those words from your father of all people. Grandfather's trip to the capital took longer than expected. It feels lighter around the house without his presence. Yeah, thank God he's gone. You allow yourself a little change of scenery. Instead of your room, you now busy yourself with reading and calculations in the sitting room across from the open door to the yard. Gloria has joined you today. Singin' Gloria. She did sing as well. That joke's hits home. She has already helped you progress through several complex passages in the book. Right now, she seems preoccupied with a strange tube. Aren't you hurt by the way grandfather treats you? You ask. You as in me? Me as in Bebe Pulpy? Gloria just strokes. Grandfather always says they should get rid of me, but I'm used to it by now. He hurts you a lot worse because you're closer to him. I just have to stay out of his way, that's it. She shows you the strange tube she has been holding all day. What's in the tube? Look. 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 It's a kaleidoscope. That's Mum's voice. It's a kaleidoscope. I got it as a gift. Want to see inside? Do you? Oh yes, let's. It's a very like Jane Banks, Mary Poppins kind of voice I'm going for there. But a little bit older than Jane in the original Mary Poppins. But not so old that she's like the remake, like Mary Poppins Returns Jane. A bit posher. Shut up, Zach. Excited by the idea, you close the book and peer into the tiny hole in one end of the tube. Your eyes see a multitude of intricate patterns. Each turn of the tube reveals a new web of interwoven colors. They mesmerize you. The Kaleidoscope, also a great song by Courtney Act, turns the fire burning in the fireplace into cavalry made of flames. You're riding at the front of the fiery horseman, ready to face the enemy. Grandfather's face emerges from the intersecting lines, and you swing the kaleidoscope like a sword, cutting it in half. This sounds more like a trip than looking through a kaleidoscope, but okay. Now you look at the blue sky through the window. The patterns are unending, secretive, and calm and peaceful, just like Father's smile before Grandfather's invasion. Ooh, music. If you want this choice position, have a cheery disposition. Rosy cheeks, no warts, play games. Damn it. Where were we? A deeply gives way to a scattering of gold, radiating a gentle warmth like mother's arms. This fleeting beauty too soon gives way to a hypnotic new pattern. Again and again, you see your family in these interconnecting figures as they come together and break apart. And in the middle of this golden glow, you see Gloria's green eyes gazing at you observantly. Morning, Meadow, how are you? Your sister left you long ago, the books are abandoned, and time slips away unchecked, but you are still busy peering into the kaleidoscope. Order emerges from the chaos before your eyes again and again, but you cannot preserve it no matter how hard you try. You are caught in an inner conflict. There is so much that can be done with this kaleidoscope. Is there so much to be done with the kaleidoscope? You just kind of look through it, don't you? Should you take it apart? Oh, okay. Or ask Gloria how it works, or keep enjoying the patterns to show it shows you, but you still have lessons to do today. I want to take it apart. I am that kid. I'm that kid who gets a toy and is like, how can I open this to see how it's put together? And then fail at putting it back together. And then everyone gets upset. No, that's great. I love, look, if I had the ability to like remember all the lyrics in the world, I would be so happy. I'm thinking take it apart. Take it apart sounds fun? Take it apart, heck yeah. Find out how it works. Kaleidoscope. You examine the kaleidoscope as curiosity overtakes you. There is something strange rumbling around inside it. It has to be a mystery of some kind. You are dying to figure it out, itching to understand how it works. You rip away the wooden cylinder on the wide end of the kaleidoscope. Inside you see 3 elongated mirrors put together to form a triangle. Transparent glass shield falls out and onto your knees. A bunch of glittering tiny glass baubles scatter on the table. Oops. There was nothing infinite inside it. You realize it was just a clever trick. I knew it was a clever trick. Come on. With a heavy heart, you go to your sister's room and confess to breaking it. Oh, Gloria's sad but not angry. She asks you to promise never to take her things apart again. Oh. You get -5 willpower? Jesus. But +1 to perception. Perception is a critical stat, by the way. So, that. Sweet temptations. Grandfather's visits are no longer a cause for fear and panic in the house. He has become something you're used to. Something nagging, again, another familiar word, yet no, not unordinary, like a splinter or a stain on your trousers. Or a hole in a cardigan. The tension will still remain, however. Sir Gregor's disdain for everyone in the house is palpable. It almost stings for real. Your lessons with the tutor are done for today. You're walking down the stairs when you spot Gloria. Gloria! Peeping into the sitting room through a slightly open door, you sneak up to your sister and tap her lightly on the shoulder. She is startled. Oh, it's you, Pulpy. Look, Sir Gregor's eating something. Grandfather is sitting on the sofa. I read that as tofu. What is my brain? Flipping through a book with one hand and reaching for a glass bowl with another. Now and then inside the bowl you see candied fruit. Oh, I see. It's a mukbang. A sweet confectionery forbidden to the common estate, like all sweet things, yet Grandfather's face shows no pleasure as he keeps consuming the highborn treats. Relatable. The clock strikes 3. Grandfather rises from his seat, puts away the bowl on a shelf, and leaves for the yard. He always takes a walk in the city at this time. Gloria nudges you with her elbow and looks at the candy bowl. When you look at her, the first emotion you feel is fear, but next comes curiosity, and it is stronger. Stefan used to boast that candied fruit tastes incredible, and now you have the perfect opportunity to try it. Very good. Thievery from Dickhead Greg. You try a candied fruit first. The sugar starts to melt as soon as you put it on your tongue. It is so sweet. You've never eaten anything as good as this. Good is subjective, but okay. You take the whole bowl off the shelf and give it to your sister. She takes a fruit and brings it to her mouth carefully like a rare treasure. There is a thumping on the stairs. Oh shit. Footsteps accompanied by the knocking of a walking stick. You have no idea why, but Grandfather is back. You quickly hide behind the sofa and pull Gloria after you, but she's frozen in place with the bowl in her hands. The door opens. Dickhead Greg's menacing figure advances on Gloria. His hand seizes her arm. You squalid, ungrateful, lowborn child! How dare you bite the hand that feeds you? You and your trollop of a mother would be sleeping in a ditch if it weren't for my spineless son. The sweet and pleasant things in life are for the noble estate, not for the likes of you. Did you forget your lot? Damn it, Granddad. His hand swings and hits Gloria on the cheek. I truly despise this man. This character can burn. She falls to the floor right next to where you're hidden. Her fingers glisten with the warm melted sugar that brought you here. Grandfather advances again, his walking stick ready. Is he going to give her a wake-up call in the crypt as well? Is that how this works? I don't know how this cycle works. Then again, but then you see her... Then he sees you, rather, huddling behind the armchair. Please don't hurt him, Sir Brante. This is all my fault. He tried to stop me. You can already see a bruise on Gloria's cheek. This is only the beginning of her punishment. Gloria was caught red-handed. Unlike you, you can still avoid punishment. Fuck that. What is it then, milksop? Did you try the sugar too, or were you trying to stop this piece of filth like she says? Mock Grandfather along with your sister. You start mocking Grandfather, convinced that Gloria will join you. I could lie and say that I was trying to stop Gloria, or I could tell the truth. I'm fighting Dickhead Greg. I am going to mock him. Pardon me, I'm going to mock him. Chat, are we on board with mocking Dickhead Greg? That's his official character name. Good morning, Teresa. How are you? Good evening from Brisbane, Australia. I hope you're having a lovely day. Or have a lovely day. Is there a mock and run option? Nah, we're mocking him. We're telling him to get stuffed. You jump up and try to shield Gloria, then you start boasting right in his face. Yes, you did eat the sugary treat, and it was very much the opposite of sweet. What? Gloria did not have time to eat hers, or it would have disappointed her too. Gloria catches on it in a moment. Yeah, sugary treats are for fat noble kids, but they're gross to us. We are just commoners. You continue her train of thought. Why? We simply got curious after Stefan started boasting about it. He told us these treats are so good. They're so creamy. You could eat them forever. But no, your elder brother lied. They are simply unbearable. But then again, what else would you expect from grandfather's darling Stefan? Grandfather, this is... Are we... Like, I don't want to keep track of this, but this is 4 times that me as a character has been hit in this story. Grandfather's face is red with rage. He strikes you both with his walking stick blow for blow. You dare mock me? I will not let this stand. Know your place, you foul, low-born scum. Keeps hitting until he grows tired, and then he leaves you where you are, muttering in impotent rage. That's right, dickhead Greg, fuck off. Soon enough, Mother comes in to find the two of you on the floor. Too afraid to move, she shakes her head in disappointment. You are badly hurt and covered in bruises, but not dead. Better than the last run-in. Yet she still forces you to kneel and recite the precepts on the lots and how important it is to follow them. I am going against the grain, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like that's what I'm doing. Dickhead Greg deserves the mocking of a lifetime. Gloria's face is bruised and swollen, but she still gives you a weak smile. She's okay. We got him so riled up. 2 commoners made an honorable, not horrible, honorable, noble feel helpless. Makes all the pain worth it. Isn't that right, brother? Your entire body hurts from the heavy blows, but deep inside you are ecstatic. You stood up to Dickhead Greg today. It is a victory you will remember for the rest of your life. Heck yeah, Gloria. Dickhead Greg, he still disaster-days me, but that's okay. My determination has increased. I will be a determined Bebe Pulpy. This event is a consequence of your previous actions. Condition met. Over for determination. Okay. What? Father's sword. When father is not working long hours, you often see him spending long stretches of time in the backyard practicing his fencing. You are allowed to watch, but that is it. You are forbidden from touching the sword, let alone actually learning how to fight with it. It's a new day today, and father has been busy in his study since early morning. Mother took Gloria, and Nathan to the shops. Your studies are done for today. The house is empty. You spot father's sword hanging... I can't stop saying sword like that. Ah, dear. Where did we leave off there? There, sword hanging by the yard door. That's how we pronounce it in Australia. It's sword. It's like knee. He must have left it there by accident after training session. Sword. Yeah, it's a sword. You deliberate at first, then grab the sword with resolve and run outside. At last, you have a chance to see it up close. It is a small sword used for dueling, heavy and devoid of any ornamentation. You recall that it was made specifically for him. Daddy's sword. The weapon is difficult to handle. Its heft makes the palm of your hand shake. As you get used to it, you try your best to imitate father's feints. Your technique leaves much to be desired, but at least it's something. You imagine yourself fighting for the family's honor as the thin blade slices through the air. But you swing too far back. The blade nicks your shoulder. This is like the 5th time I've resulted in an injury, and cuts through your shirt, staining the fabric crimson. The sword falls to the ground with a dull clang. You try to apply pressure to the wound to make it stop bleeding, but all you do is make the blood flow faster.
Pulpy, what are you doing here?
The familiar voice hurts more than the cut of the sword. It really does hurt. Hurt. Father walks up to you briskly. His rugged arms rip off a length of cloth and bandage your shoulder. Ooh, that could be read in many different not contexts as in regards to the story, but in different ways in different stories. He squats by your side and pulls you into an awkward embrace. Another statement that could be used in different ways in a different story. Just saying.
My son, why did you have to take the sword? You know you're not supposed to hold it. This is no toy. It is a weapon that can take lives. I know how you feel. I used to yearn for my father's dueling sword back when I was a lad. One day you might have a chance to earn the right to carry a weapon. But first, you must have patience and study and become a noble. When that day comes, I will be proud to teach you myself.
Whew. You rarely spend time with Father without someone else around. There is paternal love in his voice, so much that even the cut on your shoulder barely hurts now. You would be glad to be convinced by what he says, but how can you forget your dreams? How can you abandon it just to earn Father's approval? Is it right for him to ask so much of you? I can agree with Father and promise never to touch his sword again, or I can ask Father to teach me the basics. You muster all your courage and beg Father to teach you how to hold the sword. Do I want to give up Daddy's sword, or do I want to, beg for Daddy's sword? Which one are we... I mean... I'm not allowed to protect yourself with... Oh, wait, what? Hey, Jewel, how's it going? We need a wound care nurse over here. Yeah. Someone come pack my shoulder wound. Don't touch Daddy's sword. Daddy's sword. Phrasing. I think he should teach us the basics, because although we are low born, we have the potential to get into nobility, because we haven't taken the paths yet. We haven't been forced to choose a lot yet. So swing your sword in public. Basics? Alright, let's go for Daddy's sword. Father's sword. Apologies. Father's inquisitive look presses you for an answer. It takes a long time to muster enough courage to speak. You beg him to teach you how to fight, at least the very basics. It will certainly come in handy in the future. It will be your first step towards becoming a nobleman. Now it takes Father a long time to respond. He is about to speak and you expect a refusal, but he says nothing. He draws a sharp breath again, but remains quiet. Then finally he offers you the sword.
But remember this, Pulpy. You are not a warrior. Not yet. You will study this like you study your lessons.
Oh, it turns out I can get different voices if I just don't open my mouth enough. That's fun. Teaches you the first lesson right away. You learn to dodge attacks. There are several times when the tip of the blade cuts the air dangerously close to your nose. It is scary and difficult, but you manage. Daddy's sword. From that day forth, Father teaches you the foundations of sword fighting in great secret. You use your passion for tree climbing to explain the cuts you receive during training. Soon you learn how to hold your own in a duel. But will you ever need this art in real life? Determination +1, willpower -5. I am getting exhausted. Okay. That's not good. I wonder what happens when willpower drops to 0. Do I just am I just done with childhood? Is the father supposed to sound a little like Yoda? A little bit. It's meant to be a little Batman-y. But I'm trying to push the voice out one side of my mouth, because if I go like this too much, it gets piratey real quick. So second career in voice acting? Absolutely not, Jewel. Voice actors have talent and ability. I just like to play with voices. The fencing lesson event has happened. Bum bum. Conditions: determination, under 4. Train with father. I did do those things. You dare to study fencing like your father, even though you have no right to it by birth. Dead. I did have a Yoda voice there for a minute.
Daddy's sword, it is. A nobleman you will be.
Is that close to Yoda? I don't think I've ever heard a Yoda voice say daddy before, so that's a different inflection. Father and mother have been focused on Nathan and you since early morning. This music also slaps, by the way. This soundtrack is really good. Instead of breakfast, you are told to say your prayers, wash your hands and faces, and get dressed in plain white shirts. Uh-oh, we're off to the sacraments. Today is the day of your sacrament. Oh, we need a Nathan voice. Guys, we need a Nathan voice. Help me out. I really want to try Brian, but I can't. I don't know if I can do a good Brian from Family Guy. I'm just thinking of like of the ridiculousness that is like a Michael Bublé croony kind of voice. Mother, I want to go play in the yard. That's not quite it. That's not quite it, but it's close. Oliver Twist. Wait, does Oliver Twist have a voice? Does he have a specific voice? Yoda is all about daddy. Damn it, Ellie! Pretentious British child? There's a lot of British happening already. I don't know if I can do pretentious... Because I feel like that's already Stewie-ish. The Bublé voice cracks you up. I don't think I can do it, though. It's more British than, like, American Brian, for sure. Sad British voice is pretentious one. Those are your options. Something more whiny, like Joffrey. Ah, French Canadian. I can't just do a national dialect and expect to, like, it to come out okay. Like, I can't do a French accent without it sounding, like, awful. Bad French would be amazing. Got chat. Mazia, I want to go play in the yard. That's a little bit more like Russian, I feel. I want to go play in the yard. Putain. La mère. Mazia, I want to go play in the yard. It's a lot. It's kind of like a really bad Russian, German, French. Like, let's just call that like a European mix. Mazia, father, papa. I want to go play in the yard. It's a very, is it very, I don't think that's very, it is very German. It's a mix of ridiculousness. Yeah, look, if I say it's ridiculous, if I say it's just a mix of, like, everything, no one can get upset, right? Oh.
No playing today. You and Pulpy are big boys now. It is time for you both to have your first sacrament. No one can live without a lot.
Used to have a little, now I have a lot. Okay. Let me find it again, one moment. Well, now I'm thinking like smooth French. It's like cigarette in hand. Well, I don't want a lot. I don't want it. Nope. Lost it. So when I try to do a French accent, it comes out German. When I then try to like retrace my French accent, it comes out not right. Well, I don't want a lot. I want a little. I don't want a lot.
Be quiet and listen. You were born commoners, so you must accept a lowborn lot before the twins. When you grow up, you'll get a chance to earn a noble lot.
Fazia and Madhya take you to the garage. Nathan is hungry. He starts whining. Grandfather is the last to get... Nathan is the youngest son, but also a heavy smoker who speaks with a French dialect. Grandfather is the last to get in the carriage. His eyes are on you and your brother, looking for every fault. Soon the carriage is moving along the streets of Anazote, like risotto, Anazote. Slowly and solemnly, one more turn and you see the colossal white building marked by two massive pillars. For the first time in your life, you are to enter the Church of the Twin God. You enter the gate and walk. See, the story gets a lot more campy if you just throw some silly voices in it. You enter the gate and walk until the splendorous, an actual word filled with splendor, splendorous dome of the church. The church hall is divided into two halves. They are drastically different from one another. Yep, we've got the rough and jagged, covered in dry brown spots, while the floor on the other side is made of smooth marble. Commoners kneel on the jagged floor, and the well-dressed nobles and their families sit on the pews. Father and grandfather leave you to sit on one of the nobles' pews. Mother walks to the rough stone of the commoner's side and gets down on her knees. You see her wince and pain for the lowborn estate shall suffer in the house of the faith. I'm not okay with this. Church's acolytes surround you and lead you to the altar where you and other children will take your sacrament this day. Before you stands a tall priest dressed in black with a sword in one hand and a hefty whip in the other. Nathan's whining grows louder. He dislikes this place. He is scared. You remain quiet, but your stomach roils in uneasy anticipation. Before you stands a tall priest dressed in black with no, we've already done that. Next page. First child to take the sacrament is a jaunty little boy, a jaunty fellow. Very good. I like that word. From a family of nobles, the priest extends the sword before him and recites the words of his lot. From this day forth he will fight and rule and pursue the arts, his mind now forever free from the throes of suffering, for he now belongs to the noble lot. The boy proudly touches the flat of the blade to his lips. Nathan is next to receive the sacrament. He suddenly snaps out of his fearful trance and tries to break free, but the acolytes pulled him towards the altar and throws him on the jagged floor on the lowborn side. The sharp edges bite into Nathan's knees and his hands, spraying drops of red around him. I don't wanna. Pulpy. Why do they want to whip me? What did I do? These are all characters. Oh dear, it's nonsense. You try to break free and run to Nathan's side. You want to give him courage and protect him, but the acolyte's grip on you is too firm. You feel utterly helpless. Your little brother has to face the world all by himself. The priest starts reciting the words of the lot as he swings the lash over Nathan's shoulder. From this day forth, Nathan, thou shalt endure and work and suffer. Thou shalt be ardent in thy labor and humble in obedience to thy rulers. And now cometh thy first true suffering, which thou must accept with gratitude. The lash cracks. It strikes his right shoulder, it strikes his left shoulder. The blows are so powerful that Nathan falls to the floor. The priest tells him to rise. He has received his lot. Nathan gets on his feet and drags himself towards Mother, his knees torn and bloodied, his spirit broken. It is your turn. Your feet will not move. You can barely muster enough strength to walk to the altar. You get down on your knees and feel the sharp stones below, so sharp your clothing cannot protect you. Your skin begins to burn. The acolyte forces your head down and you feel the lash being drawn above you, ready to strike. The priest's words are for you now. This is thy sacrament. Thou shalt work and endure and suffer. Thou art about to receive thy first true suffering by this sacred lash. Dost thou accept thy lot? Alright, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, team? Stream team? Do we accept it? Do we raise our hand? Do we catch the lash? Ooh, I like catching the lash, like a full whoosh. I kind of want to do that. I want a full Catwoman moment where like whoosh, and then I get to like whoosh. Morning, Luna, how are you? That's a good creepy priest voice. Thanks, Grace. I thought it was pretty accurate. Raise your head or catch it. Catch it. Ooh, catch it. Catch it. We're gonna catch it. I hope we caught it. The lash strikes, but your hand flies up and intercepts it before it can reach your shoulders. The leather whip leaves a deep cut on the palm of your hand. Blood starts dripping down your arm, soaking your humble shirt in red. The furious priest yanks the lash out of your hand. The acolytes grab you by the arms again. You will not be given a second chance to interrupt the sacrament. The lash cracks. It hits you on the right shoulder. You grit your teeth. Your back barely hurts at all. The real pain comes from the cut on your hand. The lash strikes again, this time on your left shoulder. You rise and walk away from the altar, swaying. You see things with surprising clarity now. A timid hand touches yours. It is Nathan, his tearful face, a mixture of confusion and awe. Mother takes your hand and leads you out by the church. Once you are outside, she scolds you for being insubordinate. Grandfather, dickhead Greg, is the last to leave his church. His face is covered in red, angry blotches. There is quiet fury in his voice as he says something to the father, who remains quiet and miserable as you walk to the carriage. You defied a powerful will that day. There is fear inside of you. You fear that this will might one day destroy you. Ooh. Wait, my perception went down? Aw, that's an important stat. But my determination went up. That's good. You have taken your first sacrament and received the commoner's lot. Sorry, I am now a commoner. Wow. I mean, it's fine. I'm glad you guys enjoyed my priest voice. It comes from a place of, like, memory. The mark left on you by the sacrament takes a long time to heal. Oop. We'll get that checked out. Mother says, as a reminder of your lot, suffering and sufferance, pain and patience, Gloria, shows you the mark of the lash on the shoulder. One day it will never disappear. You're a commoner now. This is the lot you were born into, but Father keeps telling you to study hard so you may yet earn a different lot and become noble of the mantle. You recall the past with warm sadness when Stefan still lived with you, or when he wrote to you for a short time after he left. Now he thinks it beneath him to write to the commoners in his family. Mother didn't lock herself in the bedroom as often back then. This changed shortly before Nathan was born. But most importantly, you missed the time before the terrifying figure of dickhead Greg was constantly looming over you. You learned the true power of the lot only after the head of the family arrived. In Grandfather's eyes, no commoner deserves to be treated with kindness. Is this just him, or is it the way of the entire world? The very thought makes you queasy. You're older now, and what's more, you're an elder brother. You've learned how to care about someone else, how to teach and protect. Soon, you are a small boy no longer, and as the days pass, play gradually gives way to laborious study. Now your choices will decide your place in this bizarre and ruthless world of adulthood. Your childhood years are over. End of chapter 1. Interesting. Okay, well, we did all the things. And I turned off all the ability to see what we did right or wrong. Not that there is no right or wrong. I died once. I learnt to use a sword. I'm a commoner. All those things. These are my stats. My determination's good. My perception is for shit. My willpower, I'm exhausted. I've died once. And that's it. That's it. What happens if I press continue? Do we go to chapter 2 automatically? No, we go to adolescence. Ooh, okay. Stream team. Thank you all so much for joining me. This is a look. This is okay. I think I come up okay in sepia. I'm a little bit jaundiced, but like, that's fine. Let me see if I can fix it midstream. Can I fix it midstream? Which button did I hit? It's the properties button. No, it's not the properties button. It's the hide, remove, performance, filters. Is that going to load? Is that going to load or not load? Source filters. Not what I wanted. Filters. I should do rewind reacts in sepia, Lucy. That's actually a great idea. I think that's a really good idea. This is a cool game. I really like narrative-driven games like this. It makes for a fun time. Makes for a fun time. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Properties? None of those. Or is it in there? Sorry, guys. We're just technical Zach here. He's just gonna like look for a thing. Please hold. Oh, okay. That's not the window I want. Hold on. Please hold. Your call is important to us. We here at Pulpy Syntax appreciate your call. Did you know that Pulpy Syntax has been around for a couple of months? It's a good time. Yeah, it really doesn't want to let me into the source thing, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Is it because I've selected it? Maybe that's why. Filters? Ah, it says no filter applied. Can I inverse the polarity? Can I noise? No. Okay, it's not in filters. Oh, no. Oh, that's a filter for the mic. I don't want the filter for the mic. I want the filter for these things. I can't access the filter to these things. Hold on. Let me see if we can do it this way. Please hold. Your call is important to us. I realize that my camera has deactivated and now has reactivated and we're still in sepia. Very good. Very, very good. This is mildly concerning, but it's fine. Sepia syntax established 2021. 100%. A VHS filter or a 90s music video filter. There are so many things. I've never really considered like throwing a filter just straight up on my camera, but the joys of a digital studio. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I very much appreciate it. We'll be picking up this game and Sherlock. That's his name. We'll pick up this game and Sherlock again this week as we continue. Maybe tomorrow, we will see. But I appreciate having everybody here. Thank you all so much for joining. And I'll see you in the next video and or live stream. Bye!